Hi, everybody. Welcome to Signature Field, Chockalaka Park, Oxford, Alabama, as we get the championship game underway. Central Alabama, 25 hours ago, began a game that eventually dropped them into the loser's bracket. And that game was instigated by the Coyotes. Coyotes unbeaten, knocked off in 11. Central Alabama yesterday. They would like to exact a little revenge. Coyotes would love to make it 2 in a row over the Trojans of Central Alabama. Leadoff guy on, Kelvin Ayala.
After the single by Alea, coming up to the plate is number 9, Estrada.
Base runner aboard. Let's get that lineup set for you for the Trojans. Kelvin Ayala leading it off. Japhet Rosado is the 2-hitter. Zach Johnson hitting third. Jacob Smith is in the 4 spot. Arwin Burgos hitting 5th. Brent Honecker is the 6-hitter. Bryce Knox in the 7 spot. Braxton Piper batting 8th. And L.J. Estrada will bat 9th for the Trojans. Wyatt Tharp getting the start on the hill for Coastal Alabama North. Zane Steele's behind the plate. Ethan McAnally at first, as that is a fair ball and tagged out. And Steele thrown over to first to make sure he is indeed out as Zane Steele. Steele, just in case he missed Rosado on the tag, lobbing over to first. Ayala goes to second. One out here in the top part of the first. Second baseman is Trevor Allen. His first start at second in this series. Now, he was playing a lot of second during the course of the season, but up until this point had primarily been used as a pitcher. And we had not seen his two-bag skills. But starting at second today at shortstop, Kyle Blevins, and at third, Trent Nelson. Here is the 0-1 pitch to Johnson. Just a little bit outside. Sebastian Harden in left field. Gavin Moran is in center. And the right fielder is Brooks Hart. And Brooks Hart is the gentleman who has been starting at second the last 3 games for the Coyotes. 1-2 on Zach Johnson. 3 hours, 39 minutes. That's how long these two teams played yesterday in an 11-inning ball game. Fouled away, 1-2 on Johnson. Which, by the way, was the longest game thus far of the tournament. Longest in innings, longest in time. Chopped over towards first and hops past McAnally. Ayala in to score. Johnson on his way to second. Trojans take the lead. Charged as an Ethan McAnally error. Johnson goes to second. Ayala comes in and scores. Jacob Smith coming to the plate. Jacob Smith on the season, a .367 hitter. Couple of home runs, 32 RBIs. And I can thumb back to a day ago when these two teams met. And Jacob Smith went 1 for 6. Had a 9th inning single. 1-0 pitch. Popped up right side and out of play.
Ladies and gentlemen, all 5 balls need to be returned to the nearest dugout. Thank you.
Arlen Burgos moving to the on-deck circle. It is gorgeous today in Oxford. The only clouds are little puffs of cotton. None of that rather ominous-looking stuff that we had for the last couple of days. The wind has been fairly brisk. Off to third, Johnson with the steal.
Johnson advances the third on the steal.
"90 feet away, Trojans with their second potential run of the game. Two-one pitch from Wyatt Tharp. We saw Wyatt Tharp yesterday, but briefly in right field. On the bump today, count even at 2. "78 degrees, should warm to 82 today. Sunshine. Those winds might need to be contended with if you are a fielder trying to get underneath a high pop fly. 11-mile-an-hour winds out of the south-southeast, but it's the gusts to 23 that could create a little issue. Payoff pitch. That is a base hit into right field. Johnson scores. Trojans by 2. Jacob Smith with the RBI single. And again, we've mentioned it throughout. If you're a coach, you're not particularly happy with the fact that you got to make a first inning visit to the pump. And Wyatt Tharp is 4 at-bats into the game, and Keith Griffin out to have a conversation with his starting pitcher. 3 and 5 battling it out. 1 and 2 lost yesterday. LBW and Wallace Doak. Four and 6 eliminated on Friday. Enterprise State and Bishop State. And it is 3 and 5 battling for the right to take on the Region 8 champ on the 10th, 9th, and I make that 10th, 11th, and possibly 12th of May. It's the best 2 out of 3 series with a single 9-inning game each day. In the 4-game series this season between the two, Coastal North won it 3-1. But no need to mention how irrelevant all the regular season stuff is. This is what counts. Burgos singling into left. Couple of base runners on for Brent Honecker. Bryce Knox moving to the on-deck circle. Trojans came to the park today wanting to play 2. Coyotes got here hoping there would be just a single game. Inside pitch to Honecker. And yeah, you like a great start. And definitely don't want to take anything away from the Trojans. Jumping out to the big early lead. You want to be the leader at the end of the game. So the Trojans trying to get an early start on that. Count even at 1 on Honecker. Bryce Knox on deck. Outside with a pitch to Honecker. 2 runners in, 2 runners on. The only out, sacrifice laid down by Rosado. Hit towards Gavin Moran in center field. Steps in a few, makes the catch. And Trojans at first and second hold.
Now batting number 23, Bryce Knox.
Bryce Knox to the plate. There have not been a lot of home runs this weekend, but he's got one of them. One and 0 on Knox. Braxton Piper moving to the on-deck circle. Piper, by the way, in the lineup because of the injury to Jake Hammonds, the Trojan shortstop who got hurt very late in the game earlier against Coastal North. Another opportunity for Gavin Moran in center. Backs up first, then comes forward. It will drop. Smith scores, Burgos scores. Moran just misjudged it off the Bryce Knox stick. Drops in for 2 for Knox. 2 as in bags and 2 as in runs. And by the way, we talked about it yesterday. Knox had 9 regular season RBIs. Those 2 RBIs bring his total to 7 in 4 days. Popped up right side by Braxton Piper. Trevor Allen will make the catch, but a big first Trojan inning.
Frustrated. She's having trouble with her defensive player. Look at this sweet pass behind the back for 2 on the assist.
And that one is hit on a rope to center field. Watch that one. And it is, oh, what a great diving catch by the center field.
And in that game, it was basically a running back by committee. I mean, you had a lot of guys carrying the football. Is that the protocol for the upcoming season for the backfield of Jackson State?
It's a really nice pitch to get the ground ball double play. Second one.
6-5 is your final. East Georgia advances to the championship game.
One down for the Trojans. Number 7, Jonathan Burns. On the play for the Trojans. Jacob Smith now coming to play for the Coyotes. Run number 13, Kyle Blevin.
Bottom of the first, Kyle Blevins will start it. Brooks Hart is the two-hitter. Ethan McAnally hitting third. Trent Nelson fourth. Nate Mayfield in the 5 spot. Trevor Allen hitting sixth. Sebastian Harden seventh. Zane Steele in the 8 hole, and Gavin Moran batting ninth. Jonathan Burns on the hill for the Trojans. Jacob Smith behind the plate. Brent Honecker is the first baseman. Braxton Piper at second. Jafet Rosado at short. Kelvin Ayala playing third. Arwin Burgos in left field. Bryce Knox in center. Right fielder is Zach Johnson. Count goes to 3-1 on Blevins. Piper gets the opportunity at second, and he'll get Blevins on the 4-3. One out with Brooks Hart next.
Number 6, Brooks Hart.
Ethan McAnally moving to the on-deck circle. First burn pitch, a little bit high. I mentioned the 4 meetings during the regular season between these two, 3 of which were won by Coastal North. That happened midway through April. Coyotes won both games in Alexander City, 8-5 and 7-6. And in Bruton, Alabama, Trojans won the first game 11-3. Coyotes the nightcap 6-5. There's a shot towards right field. It'll drop in as a base hit for Brooks Hart. Ethan McAnally to the plate. And yep, I'm keeping up with hits, the 2 games combined, 2 teams combined. The least number of combined hits in a single game this weekend has been 21. Problems for Brooks Hart. Just got way off the bag, and then a collision, and hard spin tossed. Wow, that is so costly for the Coyotes in that Hart is out of this one, and he's now out of any other game today. That's the penalty in the NJCAA. So Brooks Hart calling a run down, runs over Honecker in an effort to get back to first, and he's tossed. And unless rules have changed, I'm looking to Dean, if you are ejected from one, you sit out the next. Unless, of course, you've been ejected multiple times during the season, and then the suspensions are a little bit different. But if this is the first toss of Hart, then you sit out the next game. Now the Coyotes hope there's not a next game today, but if there is, if I am understanding the rules that have been applicable in the past, Hart won't play. Keith Griffin in a conversation with the officials. Well, Brooks Hart getting his first start in right field. He had been starting at second. Tyler Wave had been the right fielder. And I will assume that Tyler Wave will come into the ballgame for Brooks Hart. But we'll wait and take a look at the top of the second in right field and the next time the two spot shows up offensively for the Coyotes. Ethan McAnally, 2 gone. Trent Nelson to the on-deck circle. Three balls, no strikes to McAnally. Bottom of the order, starting off the top of the second for the Trojans, LJ Estrada. Calvin Ayala and Jafet Rosado will all come to the plate. 3-2 the count on McAnally. And it's popped up to the right side. Backtracking to the fence, but making the catch is Zach Johnson. So despite the hit, it turns into a 3-up, 3 down, bottom of the first.
University of Alabama Online, where legends log in. A tradition of excellence. Decades of experience in distance learning. Empowering students of all ages. More than 90 degree and certificate programs to advance your career. UA Online. Flexible, affordable, legendary. Let your computer be your campus. Visit online.ua.edu.
Back on the mound for the Coyotes, number 14, Wyatt Hart. On the plate for the Coyotes. Lane Steele now coming to plate for the Trojans, wearing number 32, L.J. Estrada.
Top of the second, bottom of the order, L.J. Estrada leading it off. Kelvin Ayala and Jafet Rosado coming to the plate. Javian Reeves is the new right fielder. So Brooks Hart tossed, Javian Reeves now in. thought we might see Tyler Wave, who has played right field often. As a matter of fact, more than any other Coyote this weekend, but he is also a pitcher. And I don't think we've seen him on the mound yet. So Keith Griffin maybe trying to save Taylor Wave for some pitching duties. High inside pitch to Estrada. Estrada came into the ball game the first time these two teams met yesterday, as it has popped up to Sebastian Hart in left, and Estrada flies out. Came into the game when Jake Hammonds was injured and batted in the spot for Hammonds, and promptly delivered with a RBI single. I want to think that was in the 11th inning. It was in the 10th when he had this single. Kevin Ayala, 1 for 1 in the game. Scored a run as well. A little bit outside with a pitch, and the count goes to 2-0. Trent Nelson, Nate Mayfield, Trevor Allen in the bottom part of the inning. Coastal North, the lower of the two seeds, but the home team on virtue of coming out of the winner's bracket. If there is another game today, a coin toss will determine home and away for that one. 3-1 pitch to Ayala. He's walked. Thorpe's first walk of the game.
That ball brings up shortstop, wearing number 9, Pet Posado.
And the Coyotes have activity going in the pen. Coach Griffin looking around the corner to see if that activity is ready to go. From my vantage point, it is just around the corner. Can't see who's warming up for the Coyotes. Chafed Rosado sacrificed in the first. Zach Johnson moving to the on-deck circle. That is chopped towards Blevins. Goes to second for 1. Throw on the first for 2. 6-4-3 double play. Still 4-zip Trojans headed to the bottom of the second.
Sports fans, we cheer on our favorite teams at fields, gyms, arenas, and stadiums. But have you ever wondered what it's like to be a referee? Verbal abuse from fans, parents, and coaches is the #1 reason why many referees are walking away. And they're not being replaced quickly enough by new ones. So put yourself in the official shoes, act with respect, and be officially human.
Bottom of the second, Trent Nelson starting it off. Nate Mayfield, Trevor Allen, due up in the inning two. We are only in the bottom of the second, and we've already been hit with a ton of drama. 4 runs in the top of the first for Central Alabama. The ejection of Brooks Hart in the bottom of the first for Coastal North. 1-1 pitch to Nelson. It's high. Jonathan Burns, 15 regular season appearances, but only 2 starts. Went 0-1. Worked 26 in the third innings. 26 hits, given up 13 runs. All earned, 7 walks, 25 strikeouts. Allowed 2 home runs. And comes in with a 4.44 ERA. 2-2 pitch to Nelson. Round to third, fielded by Ayala. Throw to first, and there's one away.
That out brings up number 11, designated hitter, Nate Mayfield.
One out for Nate Mayfield. Nate Mayfield played a big role in the regular season of making sure the Coyotes took that 3 out of 4 against the Trojans. It was in the bottom of the 7th in a tie game at 5 in Brewton. And Mayfield smacked a solo walk-off home run. Gave the Coyotes the win and allowed them to take the series 3-1. High and away with a pitch to Nate Mayfield. Trevor Allen on deck. Into left field, backtracking to make the catch. Arwen Burgos, and out will go Mayfield.
Mayfield brings up number 8, Trevor Allen.
2 gone for Trevor Allen. We have not seen many plate appearances this weekend from Trevor Allen, but he can have big days. The season's final series against Bishop State, playing a 2-game set in Brewton, and a fellow who had 16 RBIs coming into the game, as that has hit the center field, wound up with an 8 RBI day.
Knox makes the catch for the 3rd out. No runs, no hits.
But here a fly out, and it's a 3 up, 3 down, bottom of the second. Top of the third, Zach Johnson starts, and Jacob Smith and Arwen Burgos due up in the inning, too. Johnson reached on an error, stole a base, and scored a run. Driven in by Jacob Smith's single. And was run number 2 of that 4-run first inning. Three and 0 the count. Wyatt Thorpe giving up the 4 hits and the 4 runs in the first. Faced the minimum in the second. Tosses that one into the strike zone. Wyatt Thorpe, 12 regular season appearances, 3 starts. As that is sent towards Gavin Moran. He'll make the catch in center field. And there's one out for Jacob Smith.
Moran makes the out. Now coming to plate number 10, the catcher, Jacob Smith.
Jacob Smith with a single, an RBI, and a run scored in the first. Tharp 1-1. 19 and a third innings of work, 20 hits given up. 28 runs, 23 earned. 20 walks, 16 strikeouts, a home run allowed, and a 10.71 ERA. Sliced in the direction of Javian Reeves. He'll get his first opportunity in right since coming in for Brooks Hart. Makes the catch, and there's 2 gone. Arwen Burgos next. Burgos with a single and a run scored in the first. Check swing, he went. Coastal North, 9-5 winners over Enterprise State, 5-3 over Wallace Dothan, 7-6 over Central Alabama to get here. 1-2 on Burgos. Brent Honecker on deck. Central Alabama beating Bishop State 12-2. LBW 6-3 lost to this Coastal North team. Strike 3 out, Vuko Burgos. And Tharp will turn in a 1-2-3 inning.
In 1995, the Alabama Baseball Coaches Association has held its annual Coaches Convention, where up to 450 high school and college coaches gather to learn more about their craft from some of the best coaches in Alabama and the country. The annual awards banquet is also held during the convention, where standout high school and college players and coaches from the past season are honored for their success. The banquet's highlight occurs when the new Hall of Fame class is inducted and the Distinguished Service Award recipient is honored.
Number 26, Sebastian.
Don't forget to follow us, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and Threads. We're just like maybe 2 away from 4,900 Twitter followers. I know it's X, but I'm resisting. I'm part of the resistance. on X versus Twitter. And of course, subscribe to our YouTube channel. We were hoping to hit 4,000. We are about 70 shy. Harden with a high popper on the infield. Honecker with a catch at first.
Honecker's catch for the first out brings up number 10, Zane Steele.
One away for Zane Steele. Steele had been struggling, went through a stretch of 7 at-bats where he struck out 6 times. But my, how he atoned against Central Alabama. Late in the game, 3 plate appearances, all base hits, key at-bats, key moments in that ball game. Coming to the plate for the first time in the bottom of the third. 0-2 on Steele, Gavin Moran on deck. Honecker, Knox, and Piper when you get to the top of the fourth for Central Alabama. In low with the toss. 1 ball, couple of strikes. One-two pitch. Steele strikes out. Burns will pick up his first K.
Brings up number 22, Gavin Moran.
Gavin Moran to the plate. Kyle Blevins to the on-deck circle. Again, talk about a player that has really contributed, the 9-hitter. Came in as a 225 hitter on the year. But for the tournament, hitting in the neighborhood of 4. "80 plate appearances in the regular season, 4 doubles and a home run." 1-1 pitch. Punt laid down. Burns goes to get it. Moran takes off. Throw winds up going over towards the bullpen. And I'm not sure what Moran did, but according to Blue, he's out. Well, let's see if we can look at the replay and find out what Moran did. Burns fielding.
Moran called out. Now we're headed to the bottom of the third. Score 40-0.
Well, I'm not sure. But obviously something happened over at first that prompted Blue to call Moran out and turn it into a 1-2-3, bottom of the third.
University of Alabama Online, where legends log in. A tradition of excellence. Decades of experience in distance learning. Empowering students of all ages. More than 90 degree and certificate programs to advance your career. UA Online. Flexible, affordable, legendary. Let your computer be your campus. Visit online.ua.edu.
Top of the fourth, Brent Honecker leading it off. Inside of the park, solo home run. Honecker growing the Trojan lead by 1.
And a home run by Honecker brings up number 23, Bryce Knox.
Right over the middle of the plate. And Honecker hops on it. Turns it into a 5-zip game with Bryce Knox to the plate. Brent and Bryce, Bomber buddies. Honecker with a home run just a few moments ago. Knox with a home run on day number 1 for Central Alabama. Braxton Piper on deck. That, by the way, the 5th hit in the ball game for the Trojans. Fouled off by Knox. One ball, couple of strikes. Checks his swing. He went. Out goes Knox. That home run, by the way, given up by Tharp, is the second he's allowed this year. For Honecker, his 5th. Popped up by Piper. And it is into the Trojan bullpen. LJ Estrada on deck. Top of the order to the plate when you get to the bottom of the 4th for the Coyotes. Hit over to Allen at second. He'll go to first. Piper out number 2.
Second out, and now comes the plate, number 32.
2 going for LJ Estrada. Estrada with a fly out to left field in the second. Kelvin Ayala moving to the on-deck circle. Little inside with a pitch to Estrada. Blevins, Reeves, and McAnally when you get to the bottom of the 4th for the Coyotes. And I think we will reserve the 5th for your shout-outs. Yep, we've been kind of moving it around 4th, 5th, 6th inning. Keeping you on your toes. We'll do it in inning number 5, so start thinking. Get those creative writing skills working. And we'll take your shout-outs in about 4 outs in the 5th. 3-1 on Estrada. Tharp has walked 1, walked Kelvin Ayala in the 2nd. Now he's walked 2. LJ Estrada in the 4th. And here comes Keith Griffin. Apparently he's already made the decision. Wyatt Tharp has ended his tenure on the bump after 3 2/3.
frustrated. She's having trouble with her defensive player. Look at this sweet pass behind the back for 2 on the assist.
And that one is hit on a rope to center field. Watch that one. And it is, oh, what a great diving catch by the center field.
And in that game, it was basically a running back by committee. I mean, you had a lot of guys carrying the football. Is that the protocol for the upcoming season for the backfield of Jackson State?
It's a really nice pitch to get the ground ball double play. Second one.
6-5 is your final. East Georgia advances to the championship game.
New pitcher for Coastal Alabama, number 20, Tyler Wade, and now comes to play. For the Trojans, number 12, Kelvin Ayler.
There is your answer as to why Tyler Wade did not enter the game in right field when Brooks Hart was tossed, despite the fact he's got the most time there over the course of the weekend. Coyotes saved him for the hill. Tyler Wade coming to the mound. 7 regular season appearances with 1 start. He went 1-2 with a save. Chopped over towards Nelson at third. Goes to second. And Trevor Allen will grab it on the scoop to get the out. 1 run added to the Trojan total on the Honecker homer as we head to the bottom of the 4th. I know you're going to want to watch the game later, after the fact, on demand. There's a way. It cost a little bit, not a lot of it, a little bit. It's part of our premium channel. $25 a year and you watch everything. You've got access to every single game that we do for an entire year. 12 months. 365 days in most instances, and occasionally 366. Fouled away by Blevins as we get the bottom of the fourth underway. Brent Honecker with a home run to extend the lead to 5. Round towards Ayala. Lobs to first. And he will get the out of Blevins on the 5-3. One out for Javian Reeves.
Now batting number 9, Javian Reeves.
Reeves getting his first at bat. Brooks Hart was the right fielder in the 2-hitter if you've joined us late. Had a base hit in the first, got in a run down, and then just ran over Brent Honecker trying to get back to first. And was thrown from the game. And Javian Reeves came in and will get his first at bat of the ball game. Reeves hitting 143. A triple, a home run, 11 RBIs in 49 regular season appearances. He came into the ball game in the 10th inning against Central Alabama yesterday. Lifts this one towards right field. And trotting in to make the catch is Zach Johnson.
Johnson makes a catch in right field. Now bringing up number 36, the first baseman, Ethan McAnally.
Ethan McAnally next. McAnally with a fly out to right field, 0 for 1 in the game. Trent Nelson to the on-deck circle. That's floated to left. And Burgo's holding his hands up going, hey, I got no clue where it's at. Picked it up eventually and makes the catch. He did not know where that ball was until it started making its descent. Got underneath and makes the catch. We go to the 5th and your shout-outs right after this.
Sports fans, we cheer on our favorite teams at fields, gyms, arenas, and stadiums. But have you ever wondered what it's like to be a referee? Verbal abuse from fans, parents, and coaches is the #1 reason why many referees are walking away. And they're not being replaced quickly enough by new ones. So put yourself in the official shoes, act with respect, and be officially human.
Back on the mound for the Coyotes, number 20, Tyler Wade. Now coming up to play for the Trojans. Wearing number 9, the shortstop, Japet Rosado.
Time to get to your shout-outs. By now, you probably know the routine. There's the number on the scoreboard, 334-488-1385. And if you are a newcomer to the shout-outs, here's the way it works. First of all, text it. Love to talk, typically get a call or two. But, you know, got to handle a little baseball coverage. So if you will text, write it, I'll read them. And we just want to know who's it to, who's it from. Need a little message. And we'd like to know where it's from. So kind of a who, what, where. 334-488-1385. Little soft one hopper. And I think there must have been catcher's interference. Ayala's going to first. And I would assume that the mitt of Zane Steele got in the way.
Now to the plate, number 15, Zach Johnson.
So a base runner aboard. Jafet Rosada for Zach Johnson. Down to first from the throw, and Rosado getting back. And if you got a little watch party going on, snap a photo, get us in it somehow. Whether you're watching on iPhone, iPad, big screen. Punted out in front of the plate. Steele gets it. Wobbles a little bit, but still able to get the throw to first. Rosado into scoring position. Johnson with a sacrifice. Jacob Smith to the plate. All right, I think we've laid out the groundwork. 334-488-1385. Shout out to Connor Coleman and team. You guys deserve being there. You can do it. We love you. Con, Grandma, Papa, Ava from Defuniak Springs. Inside with the pitch to Smith. Keep the bats hot, boys. Let's go Trojans from Leslie Harden. And a reminder, too, we do it all fifth inning long. So need to shout in the fifth. In the sixth, we get back to the baseball. Shout out to CAC. Chad Cohen, CJ Ellis are my goats. Hashtag CAC all the way. Shout out to Max Bishop. Happy 6 months. Love Emma. Shout out to Jay Davis and Yotes. Come on, guys. You've got this. Watching from Cantonment over in Tate Country. What town in Florida is the tournament for the winner of this game? Well, the game will be played 3 games, possibly. It's a 2 out of 3 series. Played the 10th through the 12th of May. Will be played at St. John's. St. John's in Palatka, Florida will be a neutral site. Region 8 winner hasn't been decided yet. They don't play until next week. So the winner of this takes on the Region 8 winner in Palatka. The 10th, 11th, and possibly 12th. A 9-inning game each day, and you got to win 2. That's probably a little more than you asked for. Shout out to Ethan Edge from Owen, Gabe, and Case in Baker, Florida. Home to the Baker Gators. On a second, back in safely goes Rosado. Jacob Smith's mom watching from Orlando. Thank you very much, Jacob Smith's mom. Hey, this is Colin from Moody, Alabama. Watching Zach Johnson. He's been on fire this whole tournament. Popped up by Smith to right. Reeves with a catch. 2 gone. Shout out to Zane Steele. So proud of you. Love Aunt Donna watching in Warrior, Alabama. Let's go Zane Steele. We love you. From Mary and James. (334-488-1385) shout outs all 5th inning long. Arwen Burgos 1 for 2 in the game. And again, if you don't want to shout out in the 5th, you got anytime available to you on YouTube. 0-1 pitch to Burgos. 2 center field, Gavin Moran's there. A runner stranded as we head to the bottom of the 5th. And to the second half of your shout outs.
1995, the Alabama Baseball Coaches Association has held its annual Coaches Convention, where up to 450 high school and college coaches gather to learn more about their craft from some of the best coaches in Alabama and the country. The annual awards banquet is also held during the convention, where standout high school and college players and coaches from the past season are honored for their success. The banquet's highlight occurs when the new Hall of Fame class is inducted and the Distinguished Service Award recipient is on.
Back on the mound for the Trojans, number 7, Jonathan Burns, and now coming to the plate for the Coyotes, number 18. That is Trent Nelson.
Bottom of the 5th, Trent Nelson, Nate Mayfield, and Trevor Allen due up in the inning. More shout-outs. Let's go Jay Davis. Y'all boys got it in you. Get this win from Pensacola. Let's go KC from the Yellow Peppers. Okay, you write them, I read them. Shout out to Wyatt Tharp. Let's go Coyotes. Granny B and Paw Paw in Seal, Alabama. Shout out to Jake Hammonds. Hey, you can't play today. Love you. Nana and Papa, go Trojans. Had a chance to talk to Jake prior to the game. He will come back stronger. 2 former Trojan brothers watching from the Gump. The boys got this. Shout out to Ethan Edge and Zane Steele, former Gators and state champs in football. Probably state champs in football under my cousin, Matt Brunson, who I think is now in Alabama, coaching football. Let's go Yotes, proud of you. Kyle Blevin from the Fountain family. Let's go Yotes. Eric in Florida. Thanks, Eric. Shout out to the Coyotes from Fairhope, Alabama. Ed Shelley and Tim. Go Yotes. Come on, Coyotes. And Kate Colvin, you got this. Love Aunt T from Defuniak. Nelson out of the park. Solo home run. Coyotes get on the board. Well, much like the pitch that Honecker smacked out of the park. Right over the fat of the plate. That is popped up by Mayfield, but it will get into the stands and out of play. Trent Nelson's 3rd home run of the year. And for Jonathan Burns, the 3rd he's given up. Trying to bunt his way aboard is Mayfield. Shout out says, let's go Nate Mayfield. Keep pounding the ball, love Dad. One in, nobody going. Bottom of the 5th, Nate Mayfield, followed by Trevor Allen. And we continue with your 5th inning shout-outs. Nice home run, Coyotes from Sveven in Fort Walton. Did I get that right? S-V-E-N. Sven. Mayfield strikes out, 1 away.
That strikeout brings up number 8, Trevor Allen.
Fort Walton down in the southern part of Okaloosa County. Baker up in the northern part. Foul away. All right, since we're keeping up with the kinfolk, cousin, from North Okaloosa. The daughter is in Fort Walton. I know it's irrelevant, just part of the homeland. Trevor Allen with 1 away and 1 in. Home run from Trent Nelson. Watching for the 4th day in a row, go Coyotes. Angel. Thank you very much, Angel. Base hit, Trevor Allen. Fouled away by Sebastian Harden. Harden with a fly out to first in the 3rd. Back to the plate in the 5th. With a base runner on and 1 out. Shout out to all the precious Glenwood Gators in Phoenix City. And we'll hop away from Smith and get Allen to second. Ty Smith, Jacob Page, Jacob Smith, Jackson Kinnan, all Trojans, and Wyatt Tharp, a Coyote. Well, thank you very much. Good to know. One ball, 1 strike. And here comes Larry Thomas. Out to have a conversation with Jonathan Burns, who had given up a single hit in 4 innings and has given up a home run and a single in the 5th. Ethan McAnally and Coyotes, you got this, Grams and Tibby. Thanks, Grams and Tibby. Bottom of the 5th, and Larry Thomas out to the bump, just to kind of hit that reset button. But guys, okay, settle down. Still got a 4-run lead. Let's not panic. Then on the Coyotes side of things, it's like, let's keep it going. 2-1 the count on Harden. Zane Steele is on deck. Two-1 Burns pitch. That is floated towards right field. Zach Johnson on the warning track will make the catch. Trevor Allen tags and goes to 3rd. Two gone for Zane Steele. Zane Steele struck out in the 3rd. Gavin Moran to the on-deck circle. That's a base hit. Down the line, drives in Allen. Zane Steele with an RBI single. Gavin Moran to the plate. Gavin Moran, it appeared, had gotten on in the third. Laid down a bunt. And apparently either touched the first baseman but called out at first. Ayala scoops. Moran's out on the 5-3. Steele is stranded. 2 runs in, though. Coyotes on the board as we go to the 6th. Just about all White Jones County. Diving catch at shortstop. Gross. Towards the gap. Diving catch in center field by Ben Aklinski. There is a shot towards deep short. Craft's got it. Long throw over, and he got it.
It's number 27, Brent Honecker.
Brent Honecker, who is homered and flown out. Slicing that one foul as we get the top of the 6th underway. Thanks for all the 5th inning shout-outs. Great to have you watching wherever you're watching coverage. Popped up towards Reeves and right. And he'll come running in and make the catch for out number 1.
Reeves makes the catch in the outfield for the first out. And now come to plate, number 23, Bryce Knox.
Bryce Knox 1 for 2 in the game. A double and a strikeout, 2 RBIs. And a few shout-outs technically came in the 5th. Blevins fields it short, 2 gone. Shout out to all my Sylacauga homeboys from Braden Wilson. And let's see, there was one other that I had not gotten to. Shout out, good luck Ethan Edge from Owen, Gabe, and Case in Baker, Florida. Coyotes. Braxton Piper to the plate. A little inside with a pitch to Piper. It dawned on me while I was sitting here and taking text from Baker that actually the first game I ever called was a Baker Gator game. Now we're going way back. Dropped into center field. Piper with a single. I'm trying to remember the name of the running back. It's kind of like an all-state guy. He was in Belle Glades. Gators and Gators. Belle Glades and Baker. Marcus Mays was the running back. And for Baker folks, you're like, wow, that's going way back. John Enzer was the coach. LJ Estrada coming to the plate. Yeah, that was the first game I ever called with Joe Dunn, who is, and I think he's about 80 now. Ran into him a few days ago. LJ Estrada. Count even at 1. And it's 1-2. Thanks for all the Baker shout-outs. Allowed me to do a little reminiscing. I want to think that was, man, I hate to say, into the dirt. Steele retrieves, won't make the throw. Piper safe at second. Was that 45 years ago? No, can't be true. Estrada fly out to left and a walk. 2-2 pitch. Popped up, hit well. Sebastian Hart drifting back, watches it. Sail out of the park. Third home run of the year for Estrada. Trojans responding to the 2 fifth-inning Coyote runs.
That home run by Estrada brings up number 12 back at the top of the order, Kelvin Ayla.
Back to the top of the order, Kelvin Ayala to the plate. Ayala with a single, a walk, and a ground out. Another shout out to number 33, Ethan Edge, number 10, Zane Steele, and the Coyotes from the Baker boys. Well, thank you very much, Brayton Wilson, for the shout out. Top of the order, Ayala. Singled in the first, walked in the second. Ground into a 5-4 in the fourth. Jafet Rosado is on deck. Trojans back out in front by 5. Fouled back by Ayala. And for Tyler Wave, that's the third home run he's given up. 2-2 pitch, Rosado on deck. If there is a second game, it will happen about a half hour after this one wraps up. And again, the decision on who is home and who is away will be based on a coin toss. Base hit, Ayala on. Second hit of the game for Ayala. Third hit in the inning, 8th hit in the game for the Trojans. And Keith Griffin making the decision to go out on the mound and has already made the decision to go to the pen.
new pitcher for the Coyotes is number 24, Grayson Goss.
Top of the sixth, Grayson Goss, the new pitcher. Goss, 12 regular season appearances, no win-loss record. 11 and a third innings of work, 17 hits given up, 15 runs, 7 earned, 3 walks, 8 strikeouts. No home runs allowed, and a 5.56 ERA. Tyler Wave will work an inning and 2/3. Face 9, no strikeouts or walks. 3 hits given up, and thus far 2 runs. Both off the LJ Estrada home run. But he is responsible for Ayala over at first. Jafet Rosado at the plate. He is sacrificed, hit into a double play, and reached on catcher's interference. High pitch, 3-1 from Goss. Three-one pitch. Runner goes, it's high, walk given to Rosado. Rosado and Ayala on for Zach Johnson.
Rosado brings up number 15, Zach Johnson.
4th walk of the year for Grayson Goss, as Zach Johnson makes his way to the plate. That is hit foul towards left field. Another shout out, even edge of the Coyotes from your cousins Erica and Zayden in Crestview, Florida. Let's go, Ethan. Count evens up at 1 on Johnson. Johnson has reached on an error, popped up, sacrificed. Sends that one out of play. Top of the order in the bottom of the 6th, Kyle Blevins will start it for the Coyotes. It's been a productive inning for the Trojans, though. 2 runs to go along with 1 in the 4th and a 4-run first. Two pitch, too high, too far inside. Here is the payoff pitch to Zach Johnson. On the inside part of the plate. But Estrada goes yard. Trojans go out in front by 5.
Frustrated. She's having trouble with her defensive player. Look at this sweet pass behind the back for 2 on the assist.
And that one is hit on a rope to center field. Watch that one. And it is, oh, what a great diving catch by the center field.
And in that game, it was basically a running back by committee. I mean, you had a lot of guys carrying the football. Is that the protocol for the upcoming season for the backfield of Jackson State?
It's a really nice pitch to get the ground ball double play. Second one.
6-5 is your final. East Georgia advances to the championship game.
Evans.
Top of the order, bottom of the sixth. 7-2 lead, Trojans trying to force another game today. Blevins 0 for 2 with a couple of ground outs. Ground into a 4-3 in the first, a 5-3 in the fourth. A few more shout-outs from Nikki in Crestview. Let's go, Ethan. We're so proud of you. From Alante, Nikki, Houston, and Hudson. There's a base hit. Blevins on with a single. And a shout out to Braden Wilson for the great shout outs. Go Cat. That may be a first. Shout out to a shout outer from a shout outie. Burns going, new pitcher coming in with a base runner on in the bottom of the sixth. Just about all White Jones County. Diving catch at shortstop. Gross. Towards the gap. Diving catch in center field by Ben Aklinski. There is a shot towards deep short. Kraft's got it. Long throw over, and he got it.
New pitcher for the Trojans, number 25, Ryan Schwartz. Back at the plate, number 9, Aviana.
Ryan Schwartz, the new pitcher, 17 regular season appearances for Ryan Schwartz. He went 0-1, 15 2/3 innings of work. 25 hits given up, 14 runs, 10 earned, 8 walks, 9 strikeouts, no home runs allowed, and a .574 ERA. Swartz facing Javian Reeves. Reeves came into the game hitting-wise in the fourth, actually entered the game in the second defensively. He is 0 for 1 in the game with a fly out to right field. Kyle Blevins has stolen 20-plus bases this year, so he is a threat to go, and Swartz aware of that. 0-1 pitch to Reeves. It is into shallow right, back onto the grass is Piper. Makes the catch, and back to first goes Blevins.
That out brings up the first baseman, number 36, Ethan.
Jonathan Burns, 5 innings of work. Faced 19, 2 strikeouts, no walks, 5 hits. Gave up 2 runs, responsible for Blevins at first, but a solid 5 innings from Burns. Ethan McAnally 0 for 2. Blevins goes, throw off the middle, Piper, and on his way to third is Blevins. Well, the Trojans already hurting in the middle infield with the loss of Jake Hammonds. Piper a little banged up, but apparently okay. Blevins to third. Ethan McAnally to the plate. More shout-outs. Braden Wilson. I feel like I'm kind of a liaison. You know, the go-between. He's thanking the shout-out for the shout-out because he thus became the shout-out-E. Thank you very much, Braden. Shout-out from Crestview, Florida. The Hendricks family. Loves you big time, Ethan Edge. There is a foul ball. Right there near the chalk. And just about half the width of a baseball foul. Shout out to Ethan Edge for Miss Ruby, baby girl, and friend. Go Yotes. Got the Ethan Edge fan club working. He was the starting pitcher, I think, of that Wallace-Dothan game. Go back to another scorebook and look. Yeah, worked 7 1/3, 33 innings of work, 4 strikeouts, 3 walks, 5 hits. Big win for Ethan Edge. And the #1 team in the country in Division II baseball, not here in part because of Ethan Edge's pitching. And then, of course, Central Alabama knocking off Wallace-Dothan yesterday. Count even at 2 on Ethan McAnally. That's a base rip into center field, and will come Blevins. Trent Nelson, who homered in his last at-bat, coming to the plate. Nate Mayfield with the on-deck circle. Nelson 1 for 2. It's ground into a 5-3 and homer. Sends this one towards Ayala, but foul at third. Well, that hit total continuing to creep towards 20. Every game since Thursday. 10th game is this one. Has featured 20-plus hits. Popped up by Nelson. Honaker in foul territory. Looks to have room, makes the catch, and Nelson's out number 2.
Honaker's catch for out number 2 brings up number 11, Nate Mayfield.
Nate Mayfield 0 for 2 in the game. Mayfield with a fly out to left and a strikeout. The fly out to left came in the second. The strikeout came in the 5th. Trevor Allen on deck over the head of Mayfield. By the way, we can close the books on Jonathan Burns. 5 innings, 19 faced, 2 strikeouts. No walks, 5 hits, 3 runs allowed. And the runner at first, McAnally, the responsibility of Schwartz. That is hit towards the gap, and it will drop. Rounding third, coming home McAnally, Nate Mayfield standing at third. And the Coyotes get back to within 3.
Now coming to the plate, the second baseman, number 8, Trevor Allen.
Trevor Allen to the plate. 1 for 2 in the game. Has flown out and singled. There is another base hit. Trevor Allen driving in Mayfield. And the Coyotes are as close as they have been since the first inning. Sebastian Hart 0 for 2 in the game. He's got a base hit. And Larry Thomas is already on his way out to the bump. And Ryan Schwartz, is he going to stay? He has faced 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And given up 4 hits. And the answer is no. Coming out of the game and a new Trojan coming in.
Frustrated. She's having trouble with her defensive player. Look at this sweet pass behind the back for 2 on the assist.
And that one is hit on a rope to center field. Watch that one. And it is, oh, what a great diving catch by the center field.
And in that game, it was basically a running back by committee. I mean, you had a lot of guys carrying the football. Is that the protocol for the upcoming season for the backfield of Jackson State?
It's a really nice pitch to get the ground ball double play. Second one.
6-5 is your final. East Georgia advances to the championship game.
For the Trojans, number 3, Caleb Ellis.
Zane Steele to the plate. The new pitcher is Caleb Ellis. And we have seen Ellis on a couple of occasions. As a matter of fact, he pitched the 11th inning against Coastal North. That is chopped towards Swartz. And the throw from Rosado to first will get Steele. 2 runners stranded, but 3 runs are in. We go to the 7th in a 7-5 game.
Back on the mound for the Coyotes, number 24, Grayson Goss, and now coming to play for the Trojans, number 10, Jacob Smith.
Top of the 7th, Jacob Smith starts it. Arwen Burgos and Brent Honecker 2 up in the inning 2. Trojans trying to do in the 7th what they did an inning ago. When the Coyotes scored in the prior inning, they came back and matched those 2 runs. In this particular case, they'll need to match 3. Coyotes, on the other hand, hoping to keep it a 2-run game and go to the bottom of the 7th. Grayson Goss came into the ball game in the 6th. Faced 2, walked 1, struck out the other. 2-1 pitch. Checked his swing and went. Smith 1 for 3 with an RBI and a run scored. 2-2 pitch. Ground foul. Shout-outs continuing to come in. I know we said we'd do it in the 5th only. But I guess since we make the rules, we can break the rules. One says, strike him out, Connor Coleman. Love Sean from the Funiac. Connor's done a lot of pitching. Struck out some fellas, but haven't seen him yet today. Let's go Ethan Edge. And Dawn is super proud of you, rock star. Now Braden's doing some baseball jokes. Strike 3. Jacob Smith fan to begin the 7th. One out for Alwyn Burgos. Braden, should I actually read this joke? Why don't baseball players join unions? On the outside part of the plate to Burgos. Because they can't stand strikes. Thanks, Braden. What was the old saying? Don't give up the day job? That's good stuff, man. Shout out to Jake Hammonds and the Trojans. Even though you're not getting to play today, baby Ava says, go Uncle Pookie. Garrett, Hannah, and Ava from Sylacauga, and the heart emoji. Nelson will grab it, hop up, won't make a throw. That'll be an infield single for Burgos.
Here, Burgos brings up number 27, Brent Honecker.
Brent Honecker coming to the plate. Honecker with a fly out to center field, a home run, a fly out to right field. He is 1 for 3 in the game. Bryce Knox on deck. We do indeed hope for the best where Jake Hammonds is concerned. I'm reminded of a situation back in the 80s when we were covering Crestview basketball. And Tom Hammonds played for Crestview. Had a little motor scooter accident. Tom Hammonds, what, about 6'7", 6'8" guy eventually, I think, coming out of middle school, 6'4". Great basketball player. Had a little motor scooter accident, broke his wrist, it was in a cast. As that is fouled away by Honecker. It seems like it kept him maybe from playing in a state championship, missed some big games. But as the story goes, with a cast on, it kind of altered the way he took jump shots. Corrected a little bit of a nuance in that shot. So you got a strikeout of Honecker and 2 gone. He became a better shooter. And as you know, if you're familiar with Tom Hammonds, the rest of the story, went on to star at Georgia Tech, had about 10, 12 years in the NBA. So sometimes those injuries do unforeseen good things. So let's hope that's true where Hammonds is concerned. Allows him to strengthen a part of the game. Bryce Knox 1 for 3. Knox with a double that drove in 2 runs in the first, struck out in the 4th, grounded into a 6-3 in the 6th. Braxton Piper on deck. That is hit well towards left field. Up against the wall. Hart plays it on the ricochet. It'll be a double for Knox. Burr goes to third. Braxton Piper coming to the plate. And Keith Griffin going out to the mound. That's a key moment in the game. North trying to keep it a 2-run game. Trojans trying to rebuild the lead. And Keith Griffin going out to have a conversation with Grayson Goss, who has now faced 6. And half of the 6 have been strikeout victims. Goss staying in the top of the 7th. Well, the shout-out says we really miss hearing the ALA-BCA Executive Director, Barry Dean, doing baseball analysis with you on the ACCC Baseball Tournament live stream. And, of course, the shout-out comes from Barry Dean. Barry, I'm sure there are others, many, many, many others who miss hearing you on the coverage. But apparently Barry misses hearing Barry on the coverage. Gotta say, enjoyed doing games with Barry this year. ALA-BCA Game of the Week, I think on 3 occasions, were JUCO games. Dropped into center field. Burgos in, Knox in. Trojans have responded. Piper delivering with a 2 RBI single. LJ Estrada to the plate. A fly out, a walk, and a home run for Estrada. I was talking about those ALA-BCA games of the week, high school and JUCO. At the JUCO level, Central, Alabama, and LSU Eunice, Shelton State, Sneed State, Bishop State, LBW. And Barry's not going to, just do it up small. Another base hit. Estrada into center field. Coming to third, Piper gets there. Back to the top of the order, Kelvin Ayala to the plate. Ayala with a single in the first, a single in the 6th, a walk in the 2nd, a ground out in the 4th. Barry says he is coaching this summer up in upstate New York. I'm just not sure about that. I mean, I'm kind of about that like I am with him saying he put up his huge stage for these ALA-BCA games of the week by himself. I mean, I've got to see him to believe it. A 1-2 on Ayala. Jafet Rosado on deck. And it's popped up towards Gavin Moran. He'll make the catch in center field. Lead back to 4. We go to the bottom of the 7th.
In 1995, the Alabama Baseball Coaches Association has held its annual Coaches Convention, where up to 450 high school and college coaches gather to learn more about their craft from some of the best coaches in Alabama and the country. The annual awards banquet is also held during the convention, where standout high school and college players and coaches from the past season are honored for their success. The banquet's highlight occurs when the new Hall of Fame class is inducted and the Distinguished Service Award recipient is
Bottom of the 7th, bottom of the order, Gavin Moran starting it for the Coyotes. Kyle Blevins, Javian Reeves due up in the inning 2. Swing and a miss by Moran. Caleb Ellis came in and finished the 6th by getting Zane Steele to ground into a 6-3. Top of the order on deck. Barry says he'll be coaching in Dansville, New York. Barry, I've looked up Dansville. There is a Dansville, New York. I mean, that doesn't yet support, doesn't give evidence that the fact you'll be coaching there. It is a village of a population of 4,400. Foul away. Let's see, it is a community founded in 1795. Famous for its world-class health resort, known as the Castle on the Hill, but it's not mentioning any baseball. Inside pitch. Moran will go down to first. Given the walk, top of the order, Kyle Blevins coming to the plate.
Back at the top for the Coyotes, now batting number 13, Kyle Blevins.
Dean Myrick says we need a shout out to Josh Kraft, Oxford Event Administrative Assistant, for becoming a 10 and under softball umpire. As Kyle Blevins will send this to center in a diving catch by center fielder Bryce Knox. What a Knox catch to deny Blevins an opportunity to get on. Yeah, we need to send a shout out to Josh. I did a 10 and under softball World Series in Virginia a couple of years ago. As a matter of fact, I think I'm going back this summer too. And, well, let's just say the fans were a little rowdy. You know, usually I'm kind of up away from the fans like here. in a box there. I was seated amongst the fans, and it's a totally different perspective. Jamian Reeves, base hit into right field. And I think on that particular World Series, a DJ, a coach, and a fan were ejected. So Josh, I mean, not trying to discourage you, but a big shout out to you for becoming a 10 and under softball umpire. Ethan McAnally with a couple of base runners on. Outside with a pitch. Hey, good to hear from Braden again. Braden, are you serious? Color commentate? Oh, heck yeah. When you're in the area, we'll squeeze you in. You work with me, could damage you though. That is sent to center field and is over the head of Bryce Knox. McAnally, a double that drives in Moran. Tying run to the plate. Trent Nelson in a 9-6 game. Nelson is ground into a 5-3 homer and popped out to first. On the outside part of the plate to Nelson. Oh, by the way, are we going to get 20 plus hits? We got 23 in this one. Every game better than 20. 0-2 on Nelson. Nate Mayfield is on deck. Oh, 2 pitch. What a grab by Ayala. A rocket from Nelson Ayala. Grabs it, steps on the bag, turns the double play. A 3-run game headed to the 8th.
University of Alabama Online, where legends log in. A tradition of excellence. Decades of experience in distance learning. Empowering students of all ages. More than 90 degree and certificate programs to advance your career. UA Online. Flexible, affordable, legendary. Let your computer be your campus. Visit online.ua.edu.
Goss back on the mound for the Coyotes, and now come to plate number 9, Chapet Rosado.
Top of the 8th, Jafan Rosado starts in. Zach Johnson and Jacob Smith. 2 up in the inning, 2. After every Coyote run scored in the bottom part of an inning, Trojans have come back in the top part of the next inning and responded. We'll see if the same is true in the 8th, as it is fouled away by Rosado. Rosado with a sacrifice hit into a double play, reached on catcher's interference and walked. There's another strikeout for Goss, his 4th. An eye-high fastball gets Rosado. One out for Zach Johnson. Johnson reached on an error, stole a base, scored a run in the 1st. Flew out the center in the 3rd, sacrificed in the 5th. Struck out looking in the 6th. Back to the plate in the 8th. Popped up towards Sebastian Harden. Stepped back to begin with. Now runs forward and makes the catch. Two going for Jacob Smith.
Catcher number 10, Jacob Smith.
Jacob Smith with a single, a couple of flyouts and a strikeout, 1 for 4. And has scored a run. Arwin Burgos to the on-deck circle. Two-0 pitch from Grayson Goss. Got the inside part of the plate. Bottom of the 8th, Nate Mayfield, Trevor Allen, Sebastian Harden. All due up for the Coyotes. 2-1 pitch. That is muscled towards short diving try by Blevins. It will drop in, and Blevins slow getting up. Apparently okay, though, and Smith on with a bloop single.
That single by Smith brings up number 4, Arwin Burgos.
Arwin Burgos next. Burgos 2 for 4, couple of singles. He has struck out and popped out. That is a foul ball, but barely. Looked like it was headed for fair territory in the corner, but it bounces just foul. Here's the 0-1 pitch to Burgos. Outside with the offering. Mayfield, Allen, and Harden, 5, 6, and 7 in the Coyote order when you get to the bottom part of the 8th. High pitch to Burgos, 2-1. Two-one pitch. Got the corner, 2-2. 2 gone, 2 out single has Smith on at first. Runner goes, pitch inside, 3-2 on Burgos. Stolen base for Smith without a Zane Steele throw. Three-two offering to Burgos. Here's the payoff. Toss 2 Ks in the inning. 5 in the game. 1 stranded. We head to the bottom of the 8th.
Pitcher for the Trojans is number 24, Wesley Moore. Now coming to play for the Coyotes, number 11, Nate Mayfield.
Bottom of the 8th, Nate Mayfield will start it. Wes Moore, the new pitcher. We saw Wes Moore come into the Wallace-Dothan game, worked a third of an inning, faced 5, 1 strikeout, 2 walks, 2 hits, 1 run allowed, and came out of that one. In the regular season, 15 appearances. Went 1-4, worked 21 innings, 32 hits given up, 37 runs, 26 earned, 21 walks, and 19 strikeouts. That is hit well towards the gap. Drops in. Able to reach back and get it with a bare hand is Burgos. And Mayfield on with a double.
Mayfield's double brings out catcher Zane Steele. Check that. Number 8, Trevor Allen.
Wes Moore gave up 3 home runs in the regular season. The ERA 11-14. Trevor Allen 2 for 3 in the game. A couple of singles, an RBI, and a run scored. That is a slow roller foul towards third. Coyotes trying to draw the game closer going to the ninth. Trojans trying to keep it at 3. Allen popped out to center field in the second, singled in the 5th and 6th. Another one chopped in the direction of third, but again foul. 0-2 on Allen. Sebastian Harden on deck. 9th inning for the Trojans starts at the 6th spot. Oh-2 pitch to Allen. Got the outside part of the plate.
That strikeout brings up number 26, Sebastian Harden.
One out for Sebastian Harden. Harden 1 for 3 in the game. Coyotes now with 12 base hits in the game. Harden with a fly out to first in the 3rd, popped out to right field in the 5th. Had a single in the 6th. Zane Steele to the on-deck circle. 1-0 pitch. Just a little bit outside, 2-0. Inside 3-0 on Harden. "17 regular season walks to Sebastian Hart, who hit .380 on a .312 hitting Coyote squad. Into the strike zone with the pitch. Taking was Harden. Harden 8 doubles, 2 triples. Leads the team in that category, 4 home runs. Second most on the team in that category, 25 RBIs. 3-1 Westmore pitch. That is down the line, fair, into the corner. Mayfield in to score, Harden at second. Westmore in for Caleb Ellis. Ellis worked an inning in the 3rd. Faced 6. No strikeouts, 1 walk, 2 hits, 1 run allowed. And hands it over to Westmore. Harden at second for Zane Steele. Steele 1 for 3 with an RBI. Inside with the first Westmore pitch. Gavin Moran to the on-deck circle. The two teams have combined now for 26 hits. That is 4th most. Had a 32-hit Enterprise State LBW game, a 29-hit Wallace Dothan Bishop State game, a 27-hit game the last time these two teams met. And this now a 26-hit game, the two teams combined. 1-2 on Zane Steele. He hit .341 in the regular season with 3 home runs and 17 RBIs. 1-2 pitch to Steele. '88 plate appearances, 30 hits, 4 doubles, 12 walks, 22 strikeouts for Zane Steele. Here is the 1-2 pitch. Harden with his lead at second. Moore gives him a look. Wide of the strike zone to the pitch. Count even at 2. For the Trojans, Burns got the start on the pump. Swartz came in, Ellis, and now Moore. Two pitch to Zane Steele. That is a foul ball in the direction of third. Steele struck out in the third, singled in the fifth, ground out to short in the sixth. Batting in the bottom of the eighth. An appeal to see if he went. He did not. It's 3-2 on Steele. Payoff pitch. Tying run at the plate. Bottom of the eighth. On the outside part of the plate, and out goes Steele. Two gone for Gavin Moran. Moran 0 for 2 in the game. Sebastian Harden still at second. Wes Moore trying to shut down Moran. Strike on the inside part of the plate. Moran trying to send it to the top of the order with Kyle Blevins awaiting on deck. Oh, 1 pitch. Moran awaits. Moore, the right-hander. It is lifted in the direction of right field. Zach Johnson brings it in, gets the out. It's a 2-run game headed to the ninth.
Sports fans, we cheer on our favorite teams at fields, gyms, arenas, and stadiums. But have you ever wondered what it's like to be a referee? Verbal abuse from fans, parents, and coaches is the #1 reason why many referees are walking away. And they're not being replaced quickly enough by new ones. So put yourself in the official shoes, act with respect, and be officially human.
New pitcher for the Coyotes, number 19, Lee Rogers, and now coming to the plate for the Trojans, number 27, Brent Honecker.
To the 9th we go. Trojans trying to force the if game, lead it by 2. They have led it throughout after a 4-run first inning. Coyotes have been able to trim it to the current 2, taking into the 9th. Lee Rogers is the new pitcher for the Coyotes. He becomes the 4th. Tharp started it, Wave and Goss followed, and now Rogers on the hill. Brent Honecker, Bryce Knox, and Braxton Piper due up in the inning. Trojans hope these are the killer bees. Brent, Bryce, and Braxton. Coyotes trying to shut down the Trojans and get it to the 9th. Honecker 1 for 4. Couple of flyouts, a strikeout, and a home run. Count runs full. Lee Rogers, 13 appearances this season. 12-0, 10 hits. I make that 12 innings of work. 10 hits given up, 9 runs, 5 earned. 7 walks, 11 strikeouts. Did not allow a home run. He'll give the walk to Honecker. And a 3.75 ERA.
Brings up number 23, Bryce Knox.
One away for Bryce Knox. Knox, 2 doubles, 2 RBIs, base hit, and a couple of runners on the night.
That hit by Knox brings up number 14, Braxton Piper.
And Keith Griffin already coming to the mound, and let's see. Will the 5th pitcher be on his way for the Coyotes? Rogers facing 2, walking 1, giving up a single to the other. And if you're the Coyotes, you want to keep it a 2-run game. Trojan lead has been as much as 5. It was 5-zip. And then trimmed to 5-2. Trojans came back, scored 2 more, made it 5 again. 7-2. And the Coyotes have brought it back to within 2, trying to keep it that way going to the bottom of the 9th. Trojans hoping to build a very comfortable padding here in the top part of the inning. Bunt laid down by Piper. Rogers able to get it to first, but Honecker and Knox move up. The 8 and 9 hitters are basically into the game, although Piper has been a DH previously. But playing a big role in they getting playing time was the injury to Jake Hammonds. And they have certainly made the most of it. Piper with a couple of singles and the recent sacrifice, moving runners over. And Estrada with his third base hit. Honecker's in, Knox is in. Estrada, 4 RBIs.
Estrada single brings him 2 runs. And now to the plate. Back to the top of the order, Kevin Ada.
And a runner coming in for Estrada. Ryan Rivera to run.
Number 5, Ryan Rivera.
Top of the order, Kelvin Ayala. Ayala with a couple of singles. He has walked, ground out, and flown out. Rivera with his lead at first. Jafet Rosado has moved to the on-deck circle. That is fouled off in the direction of third. Lee Rogers, a left-handed pitcher from Opelika, that is popped up towards Jamian Reeves, makes the catch in right, and there's 2 gone. Jafet Rosado next. He had sacrifice, hit into a double play, reached on catcher's interference, reached on a walk, and struck out. Officially 0 for 2 in the game. Almost got hit by the Rogers pitch. Zach Johnson on deck. Two balls, no strikes. The runner at first for Estrada is Rivera. By the way, all Estrada's done, the DH, the 9-hitter, limited playing time in the regular season, is go 3 for 4 with 4 RBIs and 1 run scored, including a 2-run home run in the 6th. Count even at 2. Two Rogers offering 2 wide. And it is 3-2. Blevins, Reeves, and McAnally when you get to the 9th for the Coyotes. Here is the payoff pitch. Rogers to Rosado with Rivera on. That is popped up on the infield. McAnally says he's got it at first. He makes the catch. 1 runner is stranded. 2 runners in. The lead is 4. Are we headed to an if game? The bottom of the 9th will tell.
Sports fans, we pack stadiums, arenas, and local gyms every day. And every sports fan is uniquely human. Seeing each play with your own eyes, triggering your own emotions. And as humans, we won't agree on every call, but we can act with empathy and consideration. So put yourself in the official shoes. Be more than a fan. Be officially human.
Now on the mound for the Trojans, number 11, Max Bishop. And coming to play for the Coyotes, back at the top, number 13, Kyle Blevins.
Bottom of the 9th, Trojans go into their closer, Max Bishop. 11 saves over the course of the regular season. Leading the ACCC Division II in that department. Facing Kyle Blevins, Javian Reeves, and Ethan McAnally. And we have seen Max Bishop on a number of occasions. Came into Coastal North game, worked a couple of innings, faced 11. Out of the strike zone with the pitch to Blevins. Came into the LBW game, worked a couple of innings. Faced a total of 8 in that game, striking out 3. No hand to walk to Blevins to begin the 9th. And a pinch hitter for Javian Reeves.
Vicente.
Luis Vicente coming to the plate. Got a feeling that he's got some family in Miami on the edge of their seats. Luis Vicente, .333 hitter on the year, 33 plate appearances, 11 hits, 4 doubles, a triple, 9 RBIs, 3 walks and 6 strikeouts, 1 stolen base. Coming to the plate with Blevins on in the bottom of the ninth. And not trying to sacrifice him over, trying to move him over and get on. Coyotes down by 4, cannot afford to sacrifice outs. 2-0 on Vicente. Not a particularly large lead at first for Blevins. And he is not a threat to go. At least you would think not. Again, you got 3 outs with which to work. You don't want to take a chance on getting rid of an out. So though Blevins has a stolen base in the game, you would think it's not going to happen here. Right back to Bishop, goes to second for 1. In time for 2 at first. Double play, 2 gone. And looking more and more as if we're going to hang around Chakalaka and play a little more ACCC Division II baseball. Ethan McAnally, 2 for 5. Check that, 2 for 4 in the game. A couple of flyouts and a couple of singles, a couple of RBIs. Trent Nelson on deck. Count even at 1. Max Bishop trying to close it out. This, I don't believe, would be a save opportunity. Just trying to put the finishing touches on a win that would move you to the if game. Coyotes trying to rally with 2 gone. Two-one pitch to McAnally. Popped up. Center field coming in. Bryce Knox. He's got it. And we're playing more baseball. "30 minutes from now, the if game becomes the championship game." There are your numbers. Central Alabama, 15 hits, 11 runs, no errors committed, 4 in the first. A run in the fourth, couple of runs each in the sixth and seventh, and 2 runs in the ninth. They will leave 9 on. Coastal North, 13 hits, 7 runs. 2 in the fifth, 3 in the sixth, a run each in the seventh and eighth. They will leave 5 aboard and commit a single error. 1 more game. Got a coin toss about to happen right there at home plate. And apparently it's already happened, and Dean Myrick was trying to give us an indication as to who's home and who is away. And we'll try to give that information before we leave.
Coastal will be the home team.
So Coastal Alabama North is going to be the home team, and Central Alabama will be the visitors. So they will stay, although they probably would have stayed regardless, in the same dugouts, but that's who will be home and away in the if game, which is now your championship 30 minutes away here on JockJive. We'll see you then. Hey, thanks so much for watching this one. You got one more in you, don't you? Well, we'll do it in a half hour. For all the marbles and the chance to advance the if game in a half hour. See you then for the ACCC and JockJive. I'm Robert Williamson. So long, everybody.